Okay, this is the first dog we're going to show you today, and his name is Fred. Fred is an 8-year-old male-neutered Chihuahua. He's a wanderer. He likes to come wander around, come to be petted, come to have his back scratched. He is not potty trained, but he does need potty training. He's entertaining because he snorts and he prances and he dances around, walks well on a leash, takes treats gently. He's very friendly, very outgoing. A lot more secure than a lot of Chihuahuas I've seen. He's just a happy little boy. So if you're looking for a teeny tiny, he's going to, knew that was going to happen. If you're looking for a teeny tiny happy little dog who pees on statues and whose tail never stops wagging, then come take a look at Fred. He is just a little darling. The dog you're looking at now is Yubnub. Yubnub is a 3-year-old spayed female Shih Tzu mix. Now, she's totally hairless right now because she obviously was very matted and had to be shaved, but she will have beautiful hair like the hair on her face all over her body when she grows out. She's a little shy with new people, but once she can trust you, she is an absolute lover of a little dog. Loves having her butt scratched. She's very much a lap dog, likes sitting on your lap or on the couch next to you. Does well with other dogs, does well with cats. She knows sit, she's gentle and takes treats well, and walks nicely on a leash, and has a happy little tail that never stops wagging. And she's very curious in this big empty space, but she's absolutely adoring. She is what you want. She's an outgoing, happy, curious, playful little girl. And if you're looking for a small dog that's going to take a little brushing but won't shed on you, Yubnub is your girl. She just wants somebody to love her. The dog you're looking at now is Casper. Casper is an 8-year-old Maltese. Very, very sweet. This is a dog that doesn't run around or play with toys or get into any kind of trouble. Really, all he wants to do is sit on your lap. He's good with dogs. He's good with kids. He's good with cats. He knows sit and lay down. He's a very relaxed, laid-back little kid, although you couldn't tell it now. And the reason that he's sneezing, he wants to be held. Can you pick him up? That's what he really wants. He said, I don't want to be on the floor. I want to be hugged. I want to be loved. I want to be held by you. That's when he's content and secure and happy. So if you're looking for a little white, loving boy who will cuddle up to you at every chance he gets, and cuddle up pretty much to anybody, this is a laid-back guy. But if you're looking for a little petite cuddler, he is the sweetest little guy you'd ever get your hands on, and his name is Casper. The dog you're looking at now, after seeing 3 very little guys, you're looking at one very big guy. This is Colonel Sanders. He is a hound mix. He's about 2 years old. This is an incredibly loving dog. He is playful, but really he wants to hug and be petted. He knows sit. He's gentle when he takes treats, gets along great with kids and cats. Very outgoing, very friendly, very happy. The camera is scaring him to death. But he is, he's just a big, big houndy lump of love. And that's all you see. Hold me, reassure me, tell me that I'm safe, because people are his security and people are what he's so involved and invested in. If you're looking for a dog that will follow you around, be there for you, sit with you, play with you, run and romp with you, this is your guy. This is absolutely the go-to of the big dogs, and his name is Colonel Sanders. Bet you thought Snoopy was a beagle. This is Snoopy, and he's a Bichon mix. Very smart little dog, neutered male. He's about 11 years old. He knows sit, he knows come, he knows stay, down, paw, sit pretty, spin, and dance. And don't let him pee on the statue, because he'll want to. So he has his moments where he's absolutely a wild and crazy boy, and he'll run around like a nut. And once again, and especially if you throw in plush toys, I'm told that's his favorite. He'll even dress you up. He'll even let you dress him up, is what my notes say, and I wouldn't do that to anybody. Gets along great with kids, dogs, and cats. Gets along great with everybody. But this is a little trickster, a smart, beautifully trained trickster of a dog that will fit into a family who have a kid who wants a dog to cuddle, or older people who just want a dog to love. Snoopy will be whatever you want, as long as you take him home. The dog you're looking at now is Blue Girl. She's a 2-year-old spayed female Amstaff mix. The notorious pit bull people, I say it all the time, they have such a bad reputation and they're so wonderfully sweet. This is a fun dog, loves all kinds of toys, and loves to run around. She needs some leash manners, but she's very sweet and very responsive. Likes people, likes new people, likes strangers. She does know sit. She needs a very caring home because as sweet as this dog was, she was mistreated by her last owner. It has done nothing to change the love and the sweetness of this dog's temperament, but we want somebody who will treat her well because she's loving and she's beautiful and she's gentle and she's sweet and she's smart and she's fun and she deserves better than she's gotten in the past. Her name is Blue Girl. This adorable little guy is Peapod. He's a 3-year-old neutered male Shih Tzu Yorkie mix. Loves to play with toys or anything you play with. He's got a lot of energy. He's a real outgoing, playful guy. He's apparently not potty trained, but he knows a little bit about potty training. He just needs to learn a little bit more. He does know how to sit. He's very friendly. As you can tell, he really looks to people for his happiness, for his security, and for his loving. And he's all over you, loving you to pieces with half a chance. He's looking for an active home because this is going to be a bouncy, happy, active little guy. This isn't your lap dog. This is your take him out and run with him dog, believe it or not, as small as he is. So if you want a combination of all that's good, you want a little dog because you live in a smaller space, but you want a dog that'll play with the kids and out and jog and run with you, Peapod will do whatever it takes. All he wants is to hop up and down on his back legs and ask you to come over and rub his belly. His name is Peapod, and he is a wonderful boy. This is the last dog we're going to show you today, and she is our special needs dog. Her name is Nightnight. She's 8 years old. She's a Lab Shepherd cross. This is a huge lover, an incredibly loving dog. All she wants to do is cuddle, give kisses, and be pet. She does have epilepsy, but she does well on her medicines. They control the seizures, and she only has seizures once every few months, so not a big deal as long as you stay on top of the meds. She knows sit, come, stay, paw, lay down, and she plays a little bit with toys, but mostly she plays with people. Epilepsy in dogs is like epilepsy in people, and they do have seizures, which are mostly controlled with medication and sometimes completely controlled with medication, and sometimes a little shift in medication will control them completely, but we simply don't know. What we do know is that this is a lovely, loving dog, and 96% of the time, she's absolutely fine, happy, and loving. And all she needs is somebody who will say, okay, this dog is less than perfect, but so am I. This dog is sweet and loving, and so am I. This dog needs somebody to love her, and so do I. If you can answer all of those questions in that way, then you can't help but come look at Nightnight, fall in love, and take her home. Despite Empty the Shelter, which was only a week ago, the shelter's filling up rapidly with new dogs that need homes. Wonderful dogs. We are so grateful for every dog that got a home during the Empty the Shelter. It was wonderful for dogs. It was wonderful for cats. And it has allowed space for new animals coming in, but the animals are always there and always waiting. So if you need a friend, if you're looking for a companion, if you just want somebody to love, please come out and adopt.